Good afternoon, and welcome to our channel, Ile Dos Aguas en Oricha Reading, and our segment today is talking about spiritual and the Boveda. If you're joining us here for the first time, I welcome you and let you know that we have other videos that were pertaining to the Bovedas leading up to today's segment. So I suggest if you have a chance, whenever you can, go back, look at the first videos so that you could understand exactly where we're at today. Furthermore, if you're here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell, and join us. And that way you'll be notified every time we have a new video uploaded. My name is Paul, and again, I welcome you to our segment today. Today we're going to start with a Boveda. We know that we've already discussed the importance of understanding why we're going to set up the Boveda. What steps should we take to set up the Boveda? We discussed why some houses will use 7 cups, other houses will use 9. And you'll always hear me refer to 9 as I instruct my God kids and anyone that comes for spiritual guidance or spiritual growth. I will always start them off with 9 cups, okay? Today we need to start understanding the concept of working with our spirits, okay? It's very important that we first understand that our spirits were assigned to us since birth, okay? Our spiritual guide, our spirits that protect us, that work with us, they were all assigned to us at birth. So they know more about us than we about them. And like anything in life, you know, you start off and you meet friends at school, and little by little, you know, you say hi to one another and you get to know one another, and little by little you become best friends, okay? Same concept when you go to school. You start off in kindergarten, you go to first grade, and little by little you go up all the way to high school, and it's a learning process. So if I could get you to understand that this spiritual growth, this spiritual development is a process, maybe not a 12-year process, but it is a process. You know, I don't want you to think that I'm going to go ahead and put my Boveda today and I already got everything and I have that contact and my spirits are working. No. We need to slow down. We need to step back, okay? Because like I said, these spirits know more about you than what you know about them. So we have to work on this day by day. So what I'm trying to say is that once we've located the spot where we're going to put our spiritual table, once we've decided to put the 9 cups, our next step is, okay, I have 9 cups. Who do I dedicate these 9 cups to? Recently, on our Facebook page, in our Facebook group, I just did a posting regarding the 21 commissions that I like to work with. In actuality, there are about 31, 32, 33 commissions. I normally work with 21 of them. When I instruct my God kids or someone that's with me for spiritual guidance, out of the 21, I will pick 9 that I think will work with you. That's not set in stone at the end of the day, because maybe one of these commissions may not work for you, and we have to readjust, realign, and get you a new commission to work with. Or if you've gone through a spiritual reading, some sort of a reading through the cowrie shells, los caracoles, spiritual reading, they may identify a spirit that walks with you, and it may be assigned to one of those different commissions that we're talking about. So it's important, very important, that we pay attention to all the messages we're getting about our spirits, okay? Sometimes those messages will come through spiritual mass, like the readings I just finished discussing, or maybe even in a dream, or maybe even a vision that you could see. You'll see something that has to do with one of those spirits or commissions that walks with you, okay? So now we have that set up. We have our 9 cups. We have a hint or a starting point as to what commissions we're working with. One of the things that I like to do is saging the altar, whether it's through sage, sandalwood incense, church incense. I like to anoint the table with holy water. I like to anoint the table with cigar smoke. And that gives the essence to the spirits. That gives them the energy that we're looking for to start focusing on the altar, the tomb of the spirits, okay? So now we have that going, we're there. Now we have to start making the communication process. We need to start talking about how do we get our spirits to acknowledge we're there, okay? As a child, I worked through a spiritual center. I was trained through a spiritual center. And one of the exercises that they did with me a lot was for me to sit down in front of the spiritual table. And behind the spiritual table, they would light a candle and a glass of water and incense. Sometimes you'll see that they do that in actuality at when they're doing the spiritual masses. You'll see that they do that. But they also told me when I go home, whenever I wanted to try doing that, okay? And as we know, for those people that are initiated in a Santeria, those people that have gone to spiritual misas, you'll see sometimes when they do the presentation, they'll go to the back of the neck, and that's obviously called Echinipakwa. And that's where the spirits reside. That's where our egos reside. That's where we recognize our spirits. So that's how come we go behind the chair where we sit and we go ahead and put in that glass of water, that candle, and church incense. And that glass of water, is dedicated to your spirits of known and unknown spirits. Spirits that are known to me and unknown spirits, okay? And you light the white candle to give them the light, to make that connection, to make that contact, and obviously the church incense to get the ambience of the spiritual ambience that you're looking for. So that's one way that you could do it. Another thing that used to help me a lot was spiritual bath, okay? There are two that I like, okay? One of them is you get a basin, a pitcher. I would prefer some sort of a basin, a deep dish, where you could put water, and in the center of that water, you're going to put a clear white candle, a glass white candle. And we do this at night to pick up the energies of the evening, the spiritual energies, astral energy. And we also get white flowers. Doesn't matter what type of white flowers, just as long as they're white. And you put the petals in there, and you put this basin, this deep dish, to collect the energies from the moon. The moon doesn't necessarily have to be out because you're still going to get the energies of our astral spirits. The stars, the heavens, and you keep it out there. But the key to this is that before the sunrise comes out, before the sun comes out, you take that basin and you take a bath with that water. And what that does is a spiritual cleaning. You could go from head down the body and let it run through. And as it's running through your body and you keep it there a few minutes, you're talking to your spirits and you're asking them for their guidance, and any prayer that you may know, say those prayers and ask for the blessings of the Holy Spirit, ask for the blessings of your spiritual guide, ask for the blessings of your spirits that walk with you, okay? And then just towel dry. The other exercise is somewhat similar, but it's a little bit different. Here, you're not going to use any white flowers. It's going to be specific. It's either white roses, which is the one that I like, and obviously no candle on this one here, okay? So it's a little bit different, but technically it's the same, okay? And this one, you do look for the full moon, okay? It will help you to get that energy of a new moon, and even in, a couple of days before, a couple of days after, that will help you, okay? And same concept, before the sun comes out, get that basin, bring it in, but this time, get some of that water and put it on your face and wash your face, and rinse your eyes with this water, because we're looking for that sight contact. We're looking for that hearing contact. We're looking for that spiritual contact, okay? Once that is done, you proceed, go and take your normal bath, and then once again, you pour all of that water on top of you, and that helps you to make that spiritual contact, okay? Those are two powerful exercises, spiritual bath, that will, help you to align your spirits and align your spiritual growth and align the spirit so that we can start to determine who is going to be your spiritual guide or who is going to be a protection for you, okay? How many times do I do that exercise? Well, there's really no specific time. This is the effort that you put into doing this. This is effort that you're putting into work with your spirits. So I used to do it maybe once, twice a month to help me out, but you pick whatever's easiest for you. This is to help you to develop your spirits and get your spiritual growth so that you have it. Remember, it's not just putting the spiritual table and all of a sudden I wave that magical wand and everything's done. No, it's not that. It's not that way. I can tell you that. This is a process. This is sacrifice. When are you willing to sit down? How are you going to address your spirits and stuff like that? Once you start these exercises and you get into a routine of these things, it's going to make it easier for these spirits. Now remember, in previous videos, if you don't feel like you want to sit down that day, then don't do it. They understand. If you're in a bad mood, don't do it. Because this is a work in progress. This is a thing that takes time, takes sacrifice, takes energy, and you have to be there to be wholeheartedly so that your spirits can start to make that process, can start making that contact for you. Very important that we do that, okay? So we have to understand that the sitting down and doing our prayers makes contact. Sometimes to sit down and just hear, just observe, makes contact. Okay, it doesn't mean that every time you sit down you have to do the prayers. The prayers are going to help you. The prayers are going to be that word contact. Remember that the spirits look for faith, hope, and charity. Faith, hope, and charity. And that's the communication, and that's that one-to-one you guys are trying to create. So it's very important that you put your time in there. And again, like I said, how long does it take? It's up to you, okay? I can't say that. That does take energy, The other thing too that I always tell people, you're not in a rush for this. They're not in a rush. They've been with you for God knows how long. So you have to be prepared. You got to be ready to make that sacrifice. Once that sacrifice is done and made, then things will turn out different. Trust me, it will help you, okay? It's those exercises that are going to help you for your spiritual growth, your spiritual development. It's a quick video today because I'm trying to get you guys into the exercise process now. We're going to start doing different exercises, different types of ways of communicating, okay? I also said going to masses are going to help you. I understand that not everyone has access to misas, and what I could say to that is that, if you're planning to go somewhere where that spiritualism is being practiced, try to make contact, try to get to know people. So that way, whenever you're in a city where you could order or request a spiritual mass, they'll be ready to help you out. And that helps you to get you the confirmation that you're looking for, that confirmation that will give you that such and such spirit works, okay? Now, I put out the commissions, okay? Because we need to define what commissions work with us, okay? Once again, if you are in Facebook and you belong to one of the spiritual groups or to one of the Lukumi groups or Yoruba groups or Santeria groups, I belong to a lot. I participate with a lot. And I put out my messages out into them. Or like I said, if you go to the main page, you'll see the two icons that will take you to our Facebook group or will take you to our Facebook page. You're going to see a lot of information posted, whether it's about Santeria or spiritualism. Remember, here on YouTube, we have videos that pertain directly with Santeria or directly with spiritualism. We don't mix them up a little bit, okay? So, and we also do them in both languages, Spanish or English. So whatever language is easiest for you, each video is done in either or, okay? That's going to be pretty much it for today. I suggest that you have any questions, go ahead and comment us. You go through our Facebook and go through our inbox, go through our messaging, join us. That way you'll be on top of all the different information and projects we're working on. Once again, I would like for you to help me out. Share this video on your page, share this video with your friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell. That way we could get to that magical number that YouTube wants. That way we'll be able to do our live videos and we could do our chat videos and stuff like that. It's 2,500 subscribers that they're looking for. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel. I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions, go ahead and contact us. I wish everyone a great afternoon and thank you for being here with us today.